So December 1st is soon approaching, and that's bringing the Charizard Tera raid with it. And you want to know what I think is a good Pokemon for it. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm WolfStalker25, and today I am bringing you guys a video about a Pokemon that I think could potentially be pretty good for dealing with this new Charizard Tera raid. Now, that raid is going to be... If you want to check out any of these details on these raids, you could always go to your Poke Portal here, and underneath I think it's connect to the internet, and then you hit the plus button for news. So you just bring up the news, and you see all the things we got going on right now, and we got this Charizard Tera raid. So 7 stars, going to be available from December 1st to December 4th. That is, at the time of me recording this video, I'm recording this on Saturday, the 26th of November. That is 5 days away. Count today. So for me, but by the time you're watching this video, probably 4-ish days away. So this thing comes out December 1st to the 4th. If you're not ready yet, it's coming back December 15th through the 18th. So you got a little time to set up some teams, test out some Pokemon on the first go around to the next one. This Charizard's normally not countered to Paldea, so you want to get Charizard now. Or you gotta hope a friend can get it and breed you a Charmander. That's what I'm gonna do for all my friends that can't get a hold of it. Because it's your only way to get Charizard until Pokemon Home Transfer becomes a thing whenever, probably spring-ish of next year. So I'd at least say 3 to 4, maybe 5 months away. This Charizard's a 7-star raid, and he's gonna be level 100 most likely. Let me see if it shows any other things here. Pretty sure this thing's gonna have a lot of health. Couple 100,000, couple tens of thousands, about 1 million-ish. So before you get started on this, we're gonna want to get a couple things just to make our lives easier. Unless you have a ton of money and you just want to blow all that. We're gonna need to get a power weight and a power bracer. I suggest getting all of these. At most, you need one. Or at least you need one of each. At most, I would say 5 to 6 of each, because you could EV train an entire set of Pokemon. You'll need those EV train, and you'll need some bottle caps. I'm gonna grab, I think, 5 just cause. Do that. So, the Pokemon that I think is going to be pretty good for this is this pretty little puppers right here, Darkspun. Darkspun's awesome. Pre-evolution Fido. You can get it right off the beginning of the game. I think this is going to be a good Pokemon for this. Now, I've already fully EV trained this one. I'll probably throw up a thing like during the video of me EV training them to sped up somewhere in the... But this Pokemon's a Fairy type. Darkspun is pure Fairy, so it cannot be hit by fire. Or, not fire. Dragon. That Charizard Tera raid is going to be Dragon. But Charizard has a lot of moves in its arsenal. You can learn a lot of things. I am betting 100% certainty that Charizard will have Tera Blast or will have some sort of Dragon move on deck. If he's got Tera Blast and a Dragon move, that means Darkspun can't get hit by 2 abilities of Charizard, 2 attacks. If he's got a Fire move, well, guess what? Darkspun has an ability called Well-Baked Body. This Pokemon takes no damage when hit by a Fire-type move. Instead, its defense is sharply boosted. Darkspun already has a high defense. If Charizard, for any reason, is going to be physical attack statted in this raid, you're going to just start skyrocketing your defense on him, and Charizard's going to keep doing the move to reduce defense and stuff like that. This is a move pool that I think is relatively good for Darkspun. Let me see if I could rearrange. So, Work Up just increases attack and special attack. This could be replaced with anything. I don't know what other move you would want in this thing's place. Misty Terrain, I think, is going to be a pretty helpful move. I'm not 100% sure if it would be, but for any of your allies in the battle that might be using a dragon of some sort, whether it be Dragonite or another pseudo, whatever it may be, this one protects Pokemon on the ground from status conditions, so burns, anything like that, paralysis, anything Charizard might have, and it halves damage from Dragon-type moves for 5 turns. So, I don't know if this would be a good move to use if it also protects Charizard. I will state that right now. I have not tested that. If that is the case, then this is a very bad move and you don't want to use it if Charizard is also protected from Dragon-type moves. So that might be a bad move. I'm just stating that now. I have not tested this. I do not know with 100% certainty at the time of recording this. Then you got Ice Fang, just a backup, and then play rough. I would probably suggest PP maxing this move just to get more uses out of it in case the battle runs longish and you run out of the 10 attacks. But hopefully that's not the case and you could just, you know, go through with it. But I would almost suggest PP maxing this move or PP upping this move if you have the ability to, because you might need to. But that's where I suggest it. A natures that I'd probably suggest, I mean, you could go attack up, speed down, or attack up, special attack down. Probably attack up, special attack down. Another move you can do is, I believe, Darkspun can learn Draining Kiss. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Right there. You can teach a Draining Kiss if you need like a heal restoring move. It's not a special attacker, so it's probably not going to do much, so it might not be worth doing that. Now, where can you get Fido? Well, Fido is pretty commonly found on the opening route, right over here at Los Platos. If you just fly here, alright, so Fidos can pretty commonly be found, I believe, right out here. Yeah, there's one. There's your Fido. So, alright, Fido, if you want to check and you don't already know, and you want to check your EVs on your Pokemon, this is why I suggest capturing a new one. When you max out an EV, you see sparkles around it. How you get to this is you go to the move page and then you hit your L button. This switches between your stats views. So here's mine. Mine is fully EV trained for HP and attack. For attack EV Pokemon, for the yield for them, ones I recommend I'll show on screen right now. To note, I did forget to put Teddiursa on this list. If you want to train on these Pokemon, a few routes where you can do it is if you go to right here at South Province Area 3 at this Pokemon Center, right out the gate to the right, there is a good majority of Shinx that do spawn there and Yungoos. You can defeat those. I think Rockruff might be in the area as well, and maybe Mudbray. I'm not 100% certain on that one. But the area where I personally like to EV train was, I believe, this one right here, North Province Area 2. This is, I believe, the Bamboo Forest, if I am correctly going to the right place. I'll show you really fast. I don't want to be here too long. Yes, this is the Bamboo Forest. You're going to notice you're going to probably have some pretty bad frames here. But in this area, this is also where you could evolve your Bisharp. But I'm not going to try to show too many new spoilery Pokemon. We're not really talking about that today. But if you're getting ready for this Charizard raid, you're most likely have seen everything in the game and you know a lot of it. So, but we'll try not to get into it. But this area has all the Pokemon on the left side, basically, of this. There's Luxray, Arcanine, Heracross, Ursaring, Bisharp, and Passimian. All those spawn here. For some reason, I'm not getting a lot of them right now, but when I came here earlier... Oh, and Scyther, that's another one here, and Shinx can also spawn here as well. But there's usually a lot more of them than when I'm here right now, of course, when the video is going. There's not very many. But this area is pretty good for it if you've got Pokemon above level 50. But if you're getting ready for the Charizard raid, like I said, you're probably going to already have that. Now, if you want to do some HP EV training as well... That's also why I said those two brace items in the beginning for the EV training. Where I personally like to EV train my Pokemon is right here at Casoria Lake. Pretty much could teleport to the center island. Now the Pokemon you do want to EV train with at this place are Azumarill, Jigglypuff is not in the area, but the ones you can use, Azumarill, Jigglypuff, Chansey, and Marill. The ones you're going to do here, those all give 3 and 2s. Oh, and Slowpoke. Slowpoke is one of your ones. It's going to be on screen. I'm not going to name them all. But those are some of the ones to note. Slowpoke is here for ones. Don't use Slowbro. For some reason, Slowbro does not have HP yields. Then, as well, you have Tropius. It's not on my list at the time I'm recording this video, but I'm going to re-edit the picture, and Tropius should be on there. Tropius is also a 2 yield. So you have a lot of options around the area for Tropius and for for Azumarill and Marill. Now, a little side note is Flamigo does give 2 attack yield as well, so if you do want to try and hit some Flamigos and some Scythers up here in the same area, you could. Now, one last thing that we need to look at really quick is we need to go up here to Montevera. Montevera is a very important place for all you competitive people out there, or just anyone that wants to do raids and they need their Pokemon to be the best they could be to do raids as most efficient as possible. Now, this is going to be like I said, a 7-star raid, so you're going to want to have your Pokemon basically as perfect as can be. Like, you don't want mistakes on these Pokemon. If you go to Montevera and come over here with a Pokemon that is level 50 or above, mine is level 41, you could do a thing called hyper training. This basically makes it to where you don't have to breed for stats anymore. It's very important, and you're gonna want to do it, because personally I like breeding my Pokemon for, you know, stats before, but now you don't really have to with this. So I'm just gonna take Doxbun up as high of a level as I can, so 77, and we'll just give it all these medium candies as well. Alright, 86. So we're close. Now, we're going to talk to this dude right here, swinging his arms about, talking to him about hyper training. So, I want to hyper train Doxbun. Doxbun is level 88. He is above the check. You just need him as 50. He used to be 100 in previous games. I have 6 bottle caps. This is why you need those bottle caps. And as you can see here, Doxbun has no stats that are best. To know what is best, we'll look at it in a minute, but you just want to click on Attack, HP, Defense, Special Defense, and Speed. You don't need to do Special Attack. Special Attack does not matter. As far as I'm aware, there's no reason to have that stat maxed, because you're already nerfing that stat and you're not using it for this case of, like, I'm not going to be using special moves at all. So, I'm pretty sure I showed you at some point in the video what Doxbun's stats were previously. I should have checked it at 88, but I didn't. So now, Doxbun at level 88, fully EV trained, fully hyper trained, has 245 attack, and that still can go up by the time you get to level 100. Pretty decent speed too, pretty okay HP. I'm gonna take this up to 100, not at the point in this video, but at some point I will. But yeah, this is just one Pokemon that I think potentially could be really good. Oh, also, if you do want to do your EV training on HP stats, you can also do that right here at the starting route. If you just go to the lighthouse, the Poco Path Lighthouse, and just go throughout here in the starting area, you do have Wooper around here. The new Paldean Wooper drops a HP yield. It does have Poison Point, so if you're using physical attackers, you might get poisoned while doing it, so it might be a little annoying. You have a Azurill, you have Igglybuff, which you saw right with Fido, and then you also have Lechonk. So if you're a little bit earlier in the game and you want to do some EV training on HP, that's your options. But there you go. That's the Pokemon that I think is going to be pretty good. Actually, you know what? Let's go back. Let's see how easily he can knock out the Dragonite here. There's a high level 60 Dragonite. That is my personal opinion, though, on a Pokemon that I think is going to be pretty good for this raid battle. I think with the combination of well-baked body and with the combination of being a fairy type, that immediately makes it to where you cannot get hit by any fire and or dragon moves that Charizard might have. With the high enough defense stat, if Charizard's throwing a ton of physical attack moves at you, then you should be able to withstand those and deal out some okay or decent, possibly even pretty good damage, depending on how everything goes with that Charizard. I don't know yet. It's not out. I could be completely wrong. But hopefully this video did help you. If you do have any other questions, leave them down in the comments below on any kind of videos you are interested in me making or anything like that. I think Doxbun's going to do pretty good. I hope it does. I've seen Berserkers apparently pretty good for these raids, but I don't know. Also, you're going to probably want a Terrestrial type fairy. So, Doxbun, I think, is going to be a slept on or overlooked Pokemon, possibly by some people. I haven't seen anyone talk about it yet at all, so hopefully this video has helped you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below. Would help me out a lot. Do greatly appreciate it. As well as subscribe if you're new and haven't done so already. This channel is an old channel. I made this back in 2013. I'm trying to revive it. I haven't used it very often, but I really enjoy these new Pokemon games, and I would like to do as many videos as I can. So like I said, any video ideas, any questions you guys have or would want from me, let me know those in the comments below. And thank you guys all so much for watching. I will see you all next time in whatever video I have next. So have a good one, everyone. Take care. Bye.